This is the StarCraft 2 BSG Cup. We are in the semi-finals, Game 2. The winner of this will play Captain Jack in the finals, which is going to come up next. We currently have FlaminFlier one game up, spawning in the top middle position here on Scrap Station. And in the 2 o'clock position here, we have KeNz as Red Zerg now. Honestly, I didn't see if he was playing as random or if he changed his race specifically for this game. So, hey, we're going to see ZVP now, something I know a little bit more about. So, interesting to see what kind of builds these guys go. Something to keep in mind, though, is 4-gate is really devastating against Zerg players, especially at this level. Being able to just pump that many units into your opponent forces them to stop droning, and we shall see what he can do. I mean, KeNz obviously, a decent Protoss player. He held out quite well. His build was correct in the last game, despite being quite a bit slow. Double forge as well. I mean, he's lost because he had not as many mortals. He goes for the extractor trick there as well. Extractor trick being that if you build an extractor, your drone count goes down to 9. You can build another drone, then cancel it, goes up to 11. So a slight little advantage you can get there. Costs you a little bit of minerals, but hey, other people just like 9 Overlord. That's what I do personally. Don't like fiddling around with micro this early in the game. It's like getting a drink and having a nice little relax before the game starts kicking into serious mode. Overlord obviously coming in here. 2-player map, he knows exactly where he is, but on this map though as Zerg, it's good because you don't have to actually send a drone to scout your opponent unless you choose to, which he looks like, no, he's going to chase down. This could be big actually. FlaminFlier might use this drone. Oh, puts a pylon where he wants to hatch. This is something that really frustrates you as Zerg because you just want to go like, oh, I want a 15 hatch, or I want a 21 hatch or something. Having this pylon here delays your hatchery no matter what, really. Even if you go pull first, into like he's gone gas. So this is a speedling build for starters, but by the time you build these Zerglings and they kill the pylon, it's going to be like after you would want to build your hatchery there anyway. So it's going to slow him down slightly. Speedling build, awesome. You can get speed as soon as these are finished. Something people don't really know. I'm still waiting for a building here. You should have built a gateway at some point. Whoa! Hang on. This is something really different. FlaminFlier going for a expansion at a really, really freaking weird position. I don't know if this is a good idea, to be honest with you, because if you control this tower, you can see this expansion. And obviously this drone is going to have to go back past this expansion. Forces his opponent to put pressure on him. So that's quite strange. I don't know. Still, we'll wait and see what happens. Pushing out here, still hasn't taken his natural. Still hasn't even tried to break these rocks. These Zerglings should come out here and try and do that as well. So we'll have to wait and see if he's going to expansion or maybe just go all in early on. Obviously, Speedlings can lead to Baneling bust. Still. Pushing out, double gateway going down as well. This is a very strange build, especially in CVP. I don't see this build. This looks like a 4-gate guild build, but without a cybernetics core. So maybe he's realized, oh, I need a cybernetics core. I hear that building's quite useful. No, 3-gate. So hey, we'll have to wait and see what he can do with this. Keep in mind though, Zealots are a very strong unit against Zerg. Zealots do kill Zerglings quite well, especially in packs. Now 4 Zerglings will kill a Zealot, but honestly, 4 Zealots should kill 16 Zerglings, despite the math being off. The way to counter that as Zerg is to get +1 weapons. See a Roach Warren going down, or to get Roaches, of course. Roaches are very good against Zealots because they can kite on creep quite well. But he needs to start extending that creep down. Still hasn't taken a natural. Wow, okay. This is quite strange. In fact, this could be the perfect counter. He looks like he's 5 Roach rushing or something like that. You know, just getting a Roach Warren up, building 5 Roaches and rushing with that. 2 Zealots coming down here to defend this natural now. Zerglings coming in. Honestly, though, those many probes can kill those Zerglings, so yeah, those Zealots just chasing it off. Speedlings, though, can out-micro. If he gets us around with these Zealots, it could be dangerous here. Just playing a bit of back and forward here. As far as this goes, yeah, 5 Roaches currently being built. This is the 5 Roach rush. Very heavy on the Speedlings. Kind of forces your opponent to go for the Roaches, Zealots, and then puts Roaches on him, which completely counters. 4 Zealots here now. They need to stay as a ball. If Zerglings get us around on that, they can't kill them. They are separating. And the problem with attack moving as well, if you have probes here mining and Zealots attacking you, your Zerglings will attack the Zealots. They'll completely ignore the probes, and that's not what you want to be attacking. 5 Roaches now coming out. This is going to be devastating unless he doesn't micro it that well. Only 5 Zealots out here. He has got 3 more Zealots coming in now. He has got a cybernetics core up. He is not getting Warp Gate. He's getting a 4th gate, but not Warp Gate. He's not getting any Stalkers as well. This could be quite weird. Sees the Roaches now. Knows he's he's going to be in trouble, because all Zerglings need to do now is get surrounds on those Zealots to prevent him from hitting the Roaches, and then the Roaches will do the rest. But still, Protoss fast expanding. Every second he waits, there's more time that Protoss gets ahead as far as economy. Zerg now just expanding just now. But this army's starting to get a lot bigger and starting to do a lot of damage. Roach here moving a bit far forward, but obviously without Stalkers, you can't really pick that off. He needs to start getting Stalkers and Sentries out, but he is not doing that. Chrono boosting out Warp Gate. As we see a push in here now, this could be dangerous. There's a lot of Roaches here. How many Roaches is that? That's about 11 Roaches, and he's going to cancel this. There is not nearly enough Zealots there. He's going to have to sacrifice this entire expansion, and it's going to put him so far behind in this game. Although, to be honest with you, is he going to push forward or is he going to macro? As a Zerg player right now, I'd be content with macroing and just getting up a bunch of drones, getting this base up, and maybe even taking a third. Checking the drone counts really quickly now. Protoss, obviously, significantly ahead, but now he's a base down. This middle is not going to be able to support that many harvesters. It is 32-20 as far as harvesters go. He is cannoning himself in, realizing that his opponent has pretty much gone one base all in, but he's just pulling back. Playing smart, coming back, getting the second expansion up running. He knows he can get an economy advantage just early, but still. I think that choice of expansion in that crazy spot instead of this spot here is quite weak as well. Like, maybe the gold down here you'd go for because it's out of the way and your opponent won't scout it. There is such a weak position. You can break through the rocks and counter as well into your main if you had enough there. Maybe he was just waiting for the forge to get up so he can get cannons, but that didn't happen soon enough. Cannons are going to come up, and cannons will completely shut down this push if he chooses to go in. I would like to see sentries come out, just so he can prevent his opponent from running away from this, because you want to kill his entire army at this point. He knows he's not expanding. Is he going to push in or not? He knows he has an advantage now, and it looks like he will not push in. Strange. But hey, he's content to just macro up now. Just checking production real quickly now. He's building a Spire. That's quite interesting, actually. And he's building 7 drones. So there he is. He knows he's got the economy advantage. He knows he can just play a longer game and stay out ahead. Although the Protoss player now should look at expanding. His army's starting to get bigger. He has Stalkers, which deal with Roaches quite well. But he needs Sentries. No Sentries at the moment. Not much else really going on here. Basically just turning into a macro game now. I still think that KeNz is still so far ahead in this matchup. KeNz obviously losing the first game, so he needs this game to stay in the comp, whereas Flamin can drop this game and still win the next one and come ahead. First game was a PvP though, so might be more confident with the Zerg, especially on this map. This is a very good Zerg map. Immortal coming out now. Immortal's obviously very good against Roaches, and we could see a timing push coming along here. We have got 4-gate up. 4-gate can be supported on one base, and we are going to see a +1 timing push. This could be devastating. +1 weapons means Zealots do 2-shot Zerglings instead of 3-shotting. That does so much more to your DPS. But hey, he doesn't have much left. Look at this army here. 3 Mutalisk is not enough. This is the time in the Zerg sort of build where they are the weakest, when they are trying to get Mutas up, and they are just sort of trying to save up for it. And he has Stalkers to defend, obviously. If these Stalkers go down, he's going to be in all sorts of trouble. He needs to get a pylon up at the front here so he can warp in more Stalkers. This is going to be bad for the Zerg player. FlaminFlier has been macroing really well. Stalkers moving in very fast, very early. That is bad. He's going to lose one very quickly. He shouldn't have lost that, as we see the armies come through here, though. Zealots connecting with Roaches. That is devastating for the Zerg player. These Mutalisks almost dead. One left. Okay, basically the entire Zerg army has just been wiped out. This Immortal just completely tearing through those Roaches, and this could be a very bad position here for Zerg. Zerg, obviously now, what's he building? He's building Zerglings and Roaches, trying to get back in this. But honestly, that Immortal there is doing so much damage. Roaches are basically nullified by that Immortal. This Spire is going to go down, and apparently I'm lagging the game. Don't think so. Still, Roaches are out. There is 2 left, 1 left, and none left, and that could be game. We could be seeing KeNz knocked out despite such awesome early pressure. Just goes to show how awesome 4-gate can be, especially with a Robo. 4-gate Robo on one base, really. Got a bit of mining out of that second one. Roach Warren will die. That'll cut off his tech. Tries to cut off the drones. Really just cuts off his own units. He's going to kill most of this. Roaches are down, so it's really just Zerg he's got to deal with now, and more reinforcements coming in now. Building a lot of spine cores, knows if he loses this game, he's going to be stuck out. Force field's good force field, stopping his Zerglings from getting good surrounds as well. Only got a few Zerglings left. These spine cores will pop up, but the Immortal there is just going to destroy these spine cores so quickly. And that is GG. KeNz gets knocked out, and FlaminFlier advances to the finals against Captain Jack, so stay tuned, we will cast that game next.